Hello, and thanks for joining me today. We are going to work on a little Zentangle today. So the first thing you need to do is just draw a border around your paper. And inside this border is where we'll put our design. You can see that mine's not perfectly straight, so don't worry too much about sheer perfection. And the reason I've taped my paper is because I want it to stay inside the camera view. You don't need to tape your paper down. It is not necessary. All right, so this Zentangle is one that was taught to me by my friend Maddy, and it is easy. So we are first gonna do a stick, and then on top of the stick, we're gonna put a little, kind of a little circle. And then from that circle, we're gonna go 1, and we're gonna start back 2, and 3. So that's the basic shape of what we're doing. Now you can do 3, you can do 4, it's completely up to you. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my line here, my little thing on top, and then I'm gonna come around and do these 2, 3. So we're just gonna do this all over our paper, and you can do it in similar sizes or different sizes. So there's 1, 2, and when you don't have room, you just hop right over and continue. So now I've got some space in between. So I'm just going to continue that with this line here. So I'm just going to finish that one off. All right. And then we can do another one. So we're up, loop on top, and then loop back around 1, back around 2, back around 3. And then I'll do 1 from here. And then I'll loop back around 1, loop back around 2. And I've got a hop there because we already have something there, and then loop back around 3. So in this area, I can do whatever I want. I can do more of these. I can do some straight ones. So I think here I'm going to do a straight line just to finish that area off. Let's go upward now. So up. And then we're going to go around and over once, twice, and a 3rd time. I think on this one I'm going to do 4, just to be fancy. There we go. And then we can just we can start from a new place if we want. 1, 2, 3. They can come from any direction you want them to. 1, 2, 3. Then we can do one going the other direction too. So I can come from this way and go over 1, 2, 3. So you can go frontward backwards, sideways, whatever is feeling good to you at the time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're just making this same little shape. And we're fitting them in wherever we can. And when they don't feel like they'll fit in, we can kind of make something up when we get there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And we're just going to kind of skip around to complete that. So we're just going to do this all the way across the page in whatever way feels good for you. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come up with one from here. 1, 2, 3. And I'll put one tiny one in here. 1, 2, 3. And I feel like in these sections you can leave them or you can put extra lines if you want. 1, 2, 3. And then let's go up this way and do a 1, 2, 3. You can decide for yourself what shapes maybe need to go in here. Maybe we need one more round one here, and then we can just fill this in with some lines that sort of match. So we can do that kind of thing to fill them in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Where can we go next? 1, 2, 3. So you just keep it going all over the page in any direction that you want. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to add some stripes down here because I think that will work well. And then maybe another loop here. And we'll make these lines go that way. So that's how you can fill in your little extra spaces there. So just do whatever is working well for you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we can see how we can fill this space really easily if we just put one more on here. So that's what I'm going to do. So I kind of start with 3 lines. If I need more, I can put more in there. All right, where should we go next? Let's see. Let's go from down here. So we'll have our line and our tip, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Come down from here. Have our little top and go 1, 2, 3. A tiny one in here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to add some little curves here just to make it look like that all fits in there. That works for me. All right, let's see what we can do down here. I'm going to do a tiny one. Just going to fill this space in with more curved lines that kind of look like they're part of that one, because that's going to work for me. All right, and then I'm going to put another one here, and then you can kind of just add lines here and there where it looks like it makes sense to you, just to close off these tiny sections where we can't put like a whole nother piece in there. Like right here, let's just add a few lines. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and I'll go ahead and do 4 on this one because I feel like I need another line here, and then another line here, and then we kind of finish that off. 3, you always can. There's no real rule. All right, so over here we have this little tiny area that's kind of funky, so I'm just going to put some lines in there that look like they go, and then maybe I'll put another couple of curved lines up here, and then come on down here with a few lines. So you can just fill in those spaces however you desire. I had so much fun doing this one. It looks like a kind of like a blustery little windstorm or a lot of little fiddleheads on a fern. 1, 2, 3. I think this one will have 4. I'm just going to finish this off, this little area with curved lines like this. And then maybe this one can have lines curving that way. And then here, I'm just going to come in and put some straight lines. So that's how you can add to the background. Like here, I'm just going to put some lines. It look like they might go with the lines around them. What should we do here? I think we have room for another one. So I'm just going to carry through with these lines where there's some extra space. And then I'll put a few more this way over here. Put one more curvy one, and then we'll do some flat ones. And then we can have like this one is coming around some more. And then this one could be coming up some more. So I'm sort of just continuing the lines that are already there. This is where you just let your brain do some fun work. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So then we have to figure out what to do with this area in here. So I'm going to just give it some more contour like that. And that's what it's going to be. All right. I think I'm going to come downward here. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to just fill this space in with a couple of lines. Oh, what are we going to do over here? Let's do a tiny one. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I like the way that looks. All right, let's go off this way. Give it a little different direction. 1, 2, 3. And then maybe coming out from here. 1, 2, and a third one. This is looking really cool so far. I love it. All right, and then I'm just going to come straight out and do one there and go 1, 2, 3. And just let your brain put these wherever you want them to be. They don't have to be exactly like mine. They can be bigger, can be smaller, can do whatever seems like a good idea to you. All right, I'm going to add some lines in here. Pretty close to done. So I'm going to start coming out from this edge. And 3. 1, let's go out here. One more and go 1, 2, 3. All right, so we've got some interesting little spaces to fill here. Let's go round a little bit. And I think I can fit one more in here. All right, and this is just gonna get another couple of lines because I don't think I can fit another little shape in there. Let's come down from here and do 1, 2, 3. So now I'm in some of these little tight spaces where I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Let's make this one like it has another. There we go. And then those can go like that, and we'll just make some extra lines. So I'm just filling that space in however I feel like it. Okay. Now we're getting where we don't have a lot of space left, and it's getting a little confusing, but I think it's gonna turn out well. Just gonna kind of take that pattern there we go. All right, I think we're good there. Maybe one more line. Okay. So now I'm gonna do one. Let's go this way. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll put a tiny one in here. 1, 2. And I will close out these edges here. I think I'm also going to close out this edge by just extending this one. There we go. All right, we're getting the home stretch now. Maybe we could fit a tiny one here. 1, 2, 3, and then I'll just take this line over. Oh, I love this. Now it's kind of looking a little bit like spaghetti noodles. So I'm just gonna fill in those spaces there, and I'm gonna flip it around so I can work on this side more easily. All right, let's go here. 1, 2, and 3. Maybe this one will have 4 because there's this little space back here that I need to fill in. Perfect. All right, we got room for another one here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now I have to decide what I'm going to do with this area, and I think I'm just going to put one more line in there. And one more line here. 1, 2, and we'll pick up, and 3. All right. Two, third. This is getting very skippy aroundy, so I'm just gonna finish these ones out with some lines that seem to work. There we go. All right. 1, 2. It's getting really tiny over here. 3. And I'll just add some more lines like the ones that are around it. Okay, one more tiny section here. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to do 4 on this one, so I can fill in that space. All right, I have room for a tiny one here. 1, 2. All right, and then we just have this little teeny tiny section over here, so we can decide if we want to put new ones in. We'll do a couple of new ones. 1, 2, 3. Then I'll add those lines in. And then I'll do 1 coming from here. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just going to add a couple more lines. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'll just add one more line. And then folks, that is it. Now, a fun thing to do is go back in and color the middle of all of them. That makes it a little more interesting. Gives it a little center. And you don't have to do this in your black. You could do this in colors. You could do whatever you want. If it's looking kind of peacock feathery to you, you could do it in purples and greens and teals, gold maybe, depending on what you've got. But you can go in and just color all the little centers. It gives you a very interesting look. I always enjoy doing little tiny stuff like this. There you go. Let's add some detail. All right, again, I'm gonna flip it. And then if you want to, you could add color to this. I don't know if I'm going to add color to mine, but you always definitely could. And you can add color while paying attention to all the lines you've drawn, or you can just add color with zero regard to those lines. Like if you just wanted to do the whole thing in an ombre or a rainbow, as long as you use kind of light translucent colors, your pattern is still going to show through and look just great. I no longer remember which side is the top, so I'll just have to decide later. did I get all of them? It's the $1 million question. I think I did. Do you see any centers missing? I don't. I'm going to use this as the bottom because there's enough room for me to sign there. So there we have it. We are all done with that one for today.